I'm Morgan Meredith with Living a Blissful Life on HealthyPlace, and I want to talk about side gigs today. So I read a really interesting fact sheet and article about mental health and finances, and it turns out that people who have mental health concerns and mental illnesses are more likely to end up in debt, especially when we're going through a tough time. It can be easier to let a bill slide while you're managing your health or take on debt that you might not otherwise take on. And at the same time, it's also our finances and our debt have more of an effect on our mental health if we are taking on that debt. So it actually goes both ways. We're more likely to take debt, and it's more likely to affect us and cause more depression if there's depression and other symptoms like that. So start thinking about, what are some ways to start dealing with this, and side gigs are a great one because it can be really intimidating and like almost inaccessible to look for a new job when you're miserable in the job you have, and when it's not, you don't feel the self-confidence that you do when you're feeling healthy to go out and apply for things and do those interviews and all of that. So a side gig is something that you do either in addition to your full-time job, or maybe you sort of piece some of those together to get a higher income kind of thing. And so you can start chipping away at that debt or preventing some of that debt as well. And you can really feel like you're making progress towards a goal, whether you're saving up for something or just, again, trying to pay off some debt that you already have. So side gigs include all of the sharing economy stuff, home sharing, renting out an extra room or your couch or whatever, if you've got room like that. You end up, that would go night by night if you want. And it also includes like ride sharing, giving people rides, from one destination to another. Again, you can turn that on and off as you feel. So on those bad days or those bad weeks, you don't really have to tell a boss like, oh, hey, I'm not coming into work. You just turn off whatever apps you've got on. Some side gigs also include like a more active portion, like selling things, whether it's, items in your home that you don't use that are just kind of sitting there, or clothes that don't fit, and those can make us feel really unconfident as well. So, getting rid of some of those things that don't fit anymore but are still, nice brands or, something like that can be another side gig. Some people even take it to another level and they start buying and selling things at estate sales, and they just sell them, maybe on a local marketplace or an app that does that kind of like peer-to-peer buying and selling. So those seem like really good, or those are really good ways to just sort of take a hit at those maybe mountains of debt that you have. So even just one small step can really feel like you're making some progress. So don't be afraid of side gigs. I think they're a great alternative to maybe looking for a new job, which you can always do later. But this might be a small step in the right direction for getting rid of some of that debt or getting towards a goal that you have. Again, it's Morgan Meredith with Living a Blissful Life on HealthyPlace.